Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review. I am your host, Steve Tower, and tonight we're bringing Truckin 76 back to the table. This time we are going to play through the adventure version of the game, where we will start with a random payload. We will also get a chance to add additional payload to our truck along the way, and we'll also be using the campaign rules building upon the game that we played in our in the initial show, where my math skills failed me once again, and so an addendum to the previous show, I actually ended up scoring 158 points. I took 20 points away from my score. So with having 158 points, we actually begin the game with 2 vouchers. We begin it with 1 additional voucher. So we'll start our game with 2 here tonight. So we're going to truck across the country here and see if we can get close to that magical 200 mark, which would get us into the Trucking Hall of Fame. And then after the show, we're going to take a look at the latest announcement that just came out from Play in their Play Connect newsletter that came out, I believe it was on Friday, about some possible expansions for the game that I am very, very excited about. So with that out of the way, let's get to rolling. Oh, and one additional change since last time, I did laminate a score sheet. I'm a big fan of laminating score sheets. So if you're seeing this for the first time, the score sheets do not come laminated. You'll need to do that for yourself. All right, welcome to everyone joining me here live. Looks like we got a pretty good crowd popping in here. Chris, Pete, Bob, and Keith are joining us. Welcome, guys. Hope that you are well, and here we go. All right, so actually first we need to see what our initial payload is, and we got a load of pet rocks that are worth 10 points. So right now we're on the same trajectory as our first journey as far as the point value. So one of the additional rules you add on for this is if you're driving double nickel, if you get a 6 result, instead of moving and getting a voucher or a trucking perk, you can choose to stop where you are and draw an additional payload. You do have a weight limit of 3 cards. You can get more than that, but then if we hit a way station at one of the route markers, we might be in trouble. So I saw the sad trombone sound for the pet rock. Well, at our 10 point, there are payloads that are worth less than 10. So I was hoping to get one of the big ones, but maybe we'll get that in our second draw. So why don't we start? We'll start going the speed limit, and we'll go double nickel, starting off and hoping we can add a payload. So here we go. Here's our first. Oh no, and that is a very, very bad start. That will only move us 1. That's not good for our mileage. Let's try that one more time. Oh, all right. Well, we get a 5. So that lands us right on the Shreveport truck stop. But we also get the CB, which means that we get to look at the top card of every stack. So the next card in the payload is good old domestic beer for 10 points. Let's see, the top perk is getting our lovable hound, gains a voucher. Let's see, and now we're going to get to see in advance, and it is a way station. And then we'll also get to see what happens if we blow through it. Let's see. Ooh, and neither of them are fantastic. All right. That really kind of stinks. So, I guess... All right, so before we hit the fuel, we do have to encounter the route marker. And I think we're going to take our chances on stopping. Um, although, if we do go past it, it's not going to matter because we'll just be able to stop at the fuel station instead of having that be in a second roll. You know what? So I am going to choose to blow past the way station and we will go off road. So we lost them, but we lose 3 of our fuel dice. But that's okay because we're right on a fuel stop, so we'll get to roll on the good chart here. And I'm almost tempted to use a voucher at the truck stop. And you know what? I think I will. So we're at a fuel stop. We'll use one of those 2 vouchers that we started the game with. And I'm hoping that either I'll get that voucher back, or if we get a 6 through 10, I'll choose a 6 result, and that means it'll be a fuel stop with no time lost. So here we go. Oh, and we get a 1. All right, so nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. We'll get the voucher back. And we are have a full tank of gas. All right, still trying to get another payload, so we'll continue going double nickel here, and we get a 3. All right, let's see. Well, if we could land right on the interstate sign for Monroe, that might send us on an adventure. So we'll continue going double nickel and see what we get. And we get a 4. So we're just gonna miss it. So 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see what happens. Oh, bummer. If we had been hammered down, we would have gained a voucher, but we're actually going to lose a fuel die, and this is not going well for us here early. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to put the hammer down because we're already down to 2 fuel dice, and we've got a long way to go to get to Jackson. And there's a 1, so we will take the 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we will bring it back down to the nickel, either trying to hit the spot here or get a 6. Well, we'll get a 5. Let's see. So 3, but we'll choose to stop at the fuel station. So you can choose to stop exactly on the fuel. You can't choose to stop short to land exactly on the route markers. But more importantly, we get the CB symbol again. And I think I'm going to use one of the optional rules. I believe that it is in the yeah, so we're going to use the change CB channels for different info. So on a trucker chatter result of 5, you can add the option to change the channel. Instead of looking at the top card, you can shuffle all the action decks. So I think that's what we're going to do, and hopefully that will bring a better payload to the top of the deck. Of course, then that means we're not going to know what's coming up at the next route marker, but I think we'll take that chance because right now we are not having a Hall of Fame run here. All right, so we're in Jackson. We will fuel up. We get to use the truck stop roll. And let's see what we get. We get a 4, so that's just a normal results. We lose the hour of time, but we get a full tank of gas. And we are ready to go. All right, let's see. Well, I think I'm gonna nickel again here because now we're 3 away from Scuba, Mississippi. And if we can land exactly on that, we'll be able to go on a little adventure. So let's see what happens. Oh, and of course we roll a 1. Oh. Oh man, the dice gods are not happy with me. Let's keep nickeling. And another 1. No way. Boy, oh boy. So we're not quite, well, I guess we're just about halfway here. Well, I might as well nickel one more time, see if I can roll 3 1s in a row. And no, of course that do not. All right. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, but I'll get to look at the cards before. Let's see. Ooh, and a shag carpet is the next payload. So we'd really like that. Let's see. The trucking perk is to ignore the sleep requirement, which we actually might end up needing. Let's see. Oh, well, that's good. Let's see. So we can either gain a voucher. Let's see what the yeah. All right. So there we go. So oh, well, never, we don't have the option to gain a voucher because we were nickeling. So we're in a convoy and we will gain our 3rd voucher. All right. So 2 fuel dice left. Let's see. I'm going to nickel one more time, but I'm going to use that voucher that I just gained. And let's see. Oh, we get a 4. Oh, that is a bummer. So that moves ahead 3. So we're 2 away from Tuscaloosa. And I think I'm going to use another voucher. Keep my fuel there. And let's see. Oh my God, and another 4. That is a bummer. All right, so we'll go the full 3 because we still have 2 fuel dice left, and we're pretty close to Birmingham. All right, so let's nickel one more time. And we get another 4, but that does land us right on the fuel stop, so we will stop there. And boy, 4s are hot tonight. All right, so we lose the hour, but we are fully fueled up. And now we're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't make it. Oh boy, oh, that is a bummer. All right, so we are going to have to use our voucher. Because then otherwise we're going to lose a bunch of time sleeping. So we'll go nickel and hope that either we get a 6 through 10 result, or we get a 3 that lets us land directly on Chocoloca, Alabama, and we'll go on an adventure. So let's see what happens. And we do get the 6. Huh. Oh, and I did spend the voucher. So boy, oh boy. So is it worth 25 points? Actually, I don't think it is, because then we would lose we'd lose 20 or we'd lose 36 points for having to rest. Huh. So I think I'm gonna take the first result. So I get 3, I get a voucher, and now we have landed directly on a sign. So instead of just taking a trucking perk, we're gonna go on an adventure and see what happens. All right, so here we go. We are in Chocoloco, Alabama. Um, and let's see what happens. We can spend an hour navigating around the smoky infested freeway and gain 2 voucher cards, but there is an option eastbound only. We can forego the 2 voucher cards and the loss of an hour and instead try to blow through the smoky blockade across 120, I-20. Do you crash the gate to a 98? So if we get a yes result, here we'll pull out our decider die. We get to move all the way to Atlanta and end our run, and that'll save us that 36 points. So I think we are going to do that. So here we go. We're going to blow through the gate here. And and the decider die says no. You cannot let them truckers roll. Oh no, but and we also would have got a 50-point bonus. So we rolled a no, we get a ticket, and we go to jail. And we're gonna see how many hours we spend in jail. Oh my goodness. And I think we actually just failed the run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, although I'm not sure. I've never actually gone all the way to the sleeping. I'm not sure if the jail. Oh no, it says that you can't sleep in jail. I think that I do remember reading that. So, so we'd have to do the 4 hours of sleeping and then our 6 hours of jail. That is gonna do it. Oh, bummer. Yeah, can you sleep in jail? No. All right. So a failed run. We did not get our pet rocks to Atlanta on time. So that is kind of an unfortunate run there here tonight. A lot of bad luck. My goodness, the 3 ones on the trip definitely did not help us on our trip for sure. But that's the twist with the adventure version of the game that can happen. We did get to see the travel guide, but what a swing that would have been if we would have got a decider die. Yes, we would have ended there and got a bonus 50 points. Probably still wouldn't have been that great because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would have been 72, 8, 9, 102, 112, 122. Yeah, well, it would have barely, and then what was it, 10 points for the pet rocks, 132. Well, I guess we could have potentially got up to 140 on that. So, but that's a big swing and a miss if you do land there, because a 50-point swing and also immediately ends the game because you go right to Atlanta. So something to look forward to the next time you get the game out. So with our failed run out of the way, let's take a look at the news because I was very, very excited to see this in the latest Play Connect. So we see I admit that I was one of the people who have reached out to Keith and said that you need to make the expansion with the coast to coast. You need to make it a Cannonball Run version of the game since you've already covered Smokey and the Bandit with the base game, and it looks like that is going to happen. So very, very excited to see that the coast to coast expansion will be themed on the Cannonball Run. Also, a round trip movie variant is very, very cool. So looking forward to that, and so that will have you going starting in Atlanta, driving to Texarkana, and then driving back. So a longer game, and more options for strategy for sure in that. And then there is a two-player cops versus bandits, um, or cops versus bandit rather, variant in the works. So that will allow you and a friend to play the game head to head, and one of you will take the seat of Buford T. Justice. And so I'm very, very excited to see what Keith does with that expansion for sure. So no time frame that was shared on these, but because he says there we've had to temporarily set these aside while we get ready for the holiday sale. Uh, and if anybody is going to the BGG Con down in Texas, he is going to have some playtest demos happening there with these variants and expansions coming out for the game. So I wish that I could be going there. It's actually happening right over my birthday weekend. And that would be pretty cool, but just not in the cards right now for me to travel down to Texas. But I will be there in spirit for sure. So that is all for tonight, guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope that your next Truckin' run goes a little bit better than mine did tonight, but still a lot of fun. So that is all for now, guys. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.